So NotebookLM has become a big part of my daily workflows across various different things that I'm doing right now, both personally and business wise. So I thought, you know what, in today's video, I'm going to put together somewhat of a full course showing you exactly how you can use NotebookLM to help you build pretty much anything. And for those of you that's not really sure of exactly what NotebookLM is, it's Google's AI product that you can use when it comes to setting up customizations in a way that's going to help you learn and understand things much more effectively. But more importantly than that, it's going to give you a clear step-by-step guidance for completing any project from the most basic to the most advanced. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how you can start using this completely free AI tool to help you out. And because this video is a free course, we're going to start off from the very beginning. So for you to find it, you're just going to head over to this URL. It's notebooklm.google. And this is the page that you're going to see. Now, just to give you a general idea as to how this works, you're first and foremost going to need a Gmail email address. 99% of you watching this video should already have one. And as long as you got that, you're going to be able to log in and use it with no real restrictions. Now, you do need to know that there is different plans available. If I just click into this, there's NotebookLM Plus, NotebookLM Pro, as well as Ultra. And the main difference between all of these, including the free plan, is the usage limits. All of them have access to the latest Gemini models, and you're going to be able to use them in more or less the exact same way. Of course, there's going to be minor differences, but the majority of you that are watching this video are going to be able to benefit from the free NotebookLM plan. So all you need to do once you're on the homepage and you're ready to use it is to click on Try NotebookLM in the center, just like this. What it's going to do is take you over to a screen that looks similar to this. It might change depending on when you're watching this video, but it's going to work in a very similar way. Now I'm going to quickly break this down just so that you have a full understanding of how this works. And what I'm going to need to do is just take things back slightly and just give you the general premise of how NotebookLM works. So essentially what you're going to need to do is give your notebook a source reference for it to always refer to. And depending on what source you give it, the questions that you're now going to ask your NotebookLM, it's always going to look at that first before it gives you an answer. So it works in a slightly different way to, let's say, ChatGPT or Claude, because you're going to give it the source reference, and then from there, it's now going to use Google's AI technology when it comes to looking at that reference, looking at Google's AI tools, and then giving you the best possible answer. And the good thing about this is that you can give it a few different formats when it comes to the sources. So one of the initial ones is going to be a URL link from a website. You can also give it a document. You can give it a PDF document, a couple different document formats. You can give it a YouTube URL from a video. You can give it a Google Drive file, and you can also give it plain text. And there's a very specific way that I like to program NotebookLM so that it gives me a step-by-step structure when it comes to starting and launching digital products, but I'm going to explain that in a moment. Right now, I just want to show you how it works. So if I just go over to my YouTube channel, as you can see, this is it right here. If I wanted my NotebookLM to use one of my videos as a reference, let's click into this one because this one's about NotebookLM. I could just get the URL just like this, go back over to it, click on this link, paste it in there just like that, and you can paste multiple different links as well, but for now I'm just going to paste this one and then click on insert. And straight away, as you can see, it's now come back with a summary of what this video was about. And then from here, I'm going to be able to now ask questions. If I don't have time to watch the video, I'm going to be able to use this when it comes to getting a quick breakdown and also using Google's AI to give me answers based on the content in this video. And this is something you're of course going to be able to do for any website, any video, or any source format that I just showed you. Now, I rarely use NotebookLM when it comes to getting summaries on YouTube videos. The main way that I use it is when it comes to the step-by-step process of building and launching digital products. And the way that I like to do this when it comes to programming my NotebookLM is by clicking on copy text and then basically pasting a custom prompt in this box so that I'm going to be able to get all the steps that I need to take for me to execute things in the best structured way possible. Now, when it comes to getting this prompt, what you need to do is go over to this custom prompt builder. As you can see, there's all of these different AI tools that you can create prompts for. But today's video, of course, we're focused on this one. So I'm just going to select it. And the way that this is going to work is that it's going to take you through 7 different questions. It's going to be multiple choice. And from these different answers that you give it, the prompt builder is going to give you a fully detailed prompt that you're now going to be able to paste into NotebookLM for you to be able to build out whatever digital product you're thinking about building. So we're going to go through this really quick just so that I can get the prompt. And by the way, if you want to gain access to this completely free prompt builder, you're going to be able to do so. Top link, maybe second link in the description down below. But let's start off with the first question, which is what type of digital product am I looking to create? I'm going to go with AI powered info product because I believe that this is one of the best ones for 2026. Why do you want to make a digital product? I'm going to say to generate income. What type of niche do you have knowledge in? I'm just going to enter something else. I want to create a Canva related info product, showing people how they can use Canva. Bear in mind that this is just for demonstration purposes only, but you can select whichever one over here, or if you can't find it, you can also click this and just type it and then click on next. How do you want to sell your digital product? I'm going to go with Standstore because I would say that this is one of the best platforms when it comes to info related products. Let's click on next. What color scheme do you want? I'm going to go with this one. And how do you plan to promote your digital product? There's so many different ways that you can do marketing, and NotebookLM is going to be able to give you guidance on any one of these, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go with paid ads and then click on generate prompt. Okay, here we have it. So the prompt builder has now come back with this full prompt, and bear in mind guys, if you want to create an account with this, at the time of me making this video, it's free to do, and you're going to be able to get history of all of the different prompts that you've made. So what I'm going to do is just click on copy full prompt and then paste everything in there just like this. Don't worry, you don't need to read it. Everything has already been integrated into the prompt in terms of the answers that you just entered. So what I'm going to do now is just click on insert, and then from there, this is the initial thing that you should see. So what it's going to do is just give you all of the answers that you selected. So just make sure that everything is correct over here. And one of the next things that you need to do, if you're following along with what I'm doing, is just type in next. And then what it's going to do is show you the first step that you need to take when it comes to this entire process. And in my case, as you can see, it's asking me to choose a title based on the info digital product that I chose to go with, which is the Canva info product. So I'm going to go with this one, and literally all I got to do is just paste it in there, type in next, and it's now going to bring up the next step. The reason why this is really interesting is because a lot of people end up getting stuck on the most basic things when it comes to whatever they're trying to do. In this case, we're focused on digital products, but with all of these different AI tools, you're going to be able to get a clear pathway as to what you need to do and a breakdown of how you need to do it, the website that you need to go to, and the prompts that you need to use. Because right here, as you guys can see, it's letting me know everything I need to do when it comes to how I'm going to even build this out. So it's giving me the AI tool that I need to use and the link, as well as the prompt right here. And if I click into that link, as you can see, it's taking me directly to the AI tool. I've created an account already. So all I need to do is just paste the prompt from NotebookLM in there just like this. Click on edit prompt. And instantly, this AI tool has now come back with the foundation of this info product that I'm going to be able to now use when it comes to turning it into a step-by-step video that I'm going to be able to launch to people that want to know how they can use Canva more effectively. So literally just like that, I've now got the first step of what I need to do. I've also got the foundation of the digital product, and I'm not scratching my head trying to figure out what to do next. And for those of you that might be interested in building an info product using all of these different AI tools and being able to turn these infographic slides into a step-by-step info product, the way that you're going to be able to do that is by using a specific set of tools, as you can see over here in NotebookLM. The tool that you're going to use is going to be Descript when it comes to turning it into a video. You're going to be able to use an AI voice if you want, or your own voice. You're then going to list it using Standstore. It's going to give you the direct link, and it's also going to give you the best pricing strategy as well. And it's going to give you all of the prompts when it comes to generating all of the images and all of the content. Now, I don't want to spend too much time showing you this side of things in this video because I want to focus mainly on NotebookLM. So if you did want a little bit more information on this side of things, you're going to be able to do so by clicking the top or second link in the description down below. I'm going to be able to spend a little bit more time breaking down how you can build and scale your first info AI product. But now that you understand how NotebookLM can be programmed in a certain way to help you complete any project with the help of the prompt builder, this brings me on to one of the next features that all of you need to know if you didn't know already, which is the studio feature on the right hand side. And I'll definitely say that this is NotebookLM's USP, which stands for unique selling point, mainly because no other AI tool is capable of doing all of this. And essentially the way that this works is that you're going to be able to generate all of these different digital assets for completely free. So if we look at the audio overview, you're going to be able to make a completely free podcast based on the topic in your source. E.g., I'm going to be able to go into it just like this, be very specific as to what I want to include in this podcast episode. So what I'm going to say is, give me a podcast to listen to that's going to remove my limiting beliefs when trying to build this Canva mini info product. And I also want this podcast to put me in a position of knowing exactly what I need to do in a step-by-step way. So in addition to going through everything within the chat, you're also able to get a custom podcast that's going to address you by name. It's going to talk about the issues that you're dealing with. You can make it brief. You can make it a debate style podcast. You can do a deep dive. And you've also got the option of making it short, medium, or long. So the audio overviews is definitely one of my favorite features. But if we go over to my number one favorite, which is video overview, I'm just going to click into the pencil icon. This works in a similar way as well. You're going to be able to make customized AI videos with an AI voiceover, AI images on screen. I'm just going to enter this prompt. With this video, what I'm going to say is create a mini course explaining the best way for me to do marketing for this specific info product. For example, the best platform to use, the best way for me to target my potential customers, the best type of creative to use, and it's going to be able to analyze everything in that custom prompt and come back with the best video. So the one that I'm going to select is classic, and I'm going to click on generate. The mind map feature is also an interesting one. You could just click into it like that, and it's going to lay things out in a visual way. You can click into it. As you can see, it's going to break everything down in terms of what you're trying to build. But I would say one of the better ways for you to get a visual representation of what you're trying to do is to go over to infographic. So this one's going to have Nano Banana integrated directly into it, which is Google's AI image generation tool. So if you wanted to see your entire step-by-step plan laid out in a clear, well-designed way, you could just enter a prompt, something like this. Pause the screen right now, take a look, but I'm just going to click on generate. And one of the final things that I'm going to generate is going to be data tables. This is one of the latest ones that they just added, and it could be really helpful as well. What I'm going to do is create a data table of all of the different links and the reasons why I need to use these different links for me to build everything out so I can have it in a clear way. I'm just going to click on generate. So for now, these are the key things in the studio mode that I'm going to build, and I'm just going to wait for all of this to be done. And again, it shouldn't take more than 3 to 5 minutes. But as soon as everything has completed, I'm going to be back ASAP and show you exactly what it was able to do. Okay guys, I'm back and it seems to have completed what I told it to do. So let's start off with the data table. Okay, perfect. So it's come back with all of the links like I told it to do. I'm going to be able to export this to my Google Sheets. I'm going to be able to download it, and you're going to be able to create a data table for anything. It's not just the links. If there's anything else in your sources that you want to be organized, you're going to be able to use this. If we just take a look at the infographic, which is this one. So this is what it was able to design literally within 5 minutes. It's come back with phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, a summary of what we're doing when it comes to being able to launch this. And this could be really helpful when it comes to maybe printing it out, sticking it on your wall. If you're trying to do a project that you're excited about, having something like this as a visual representation is definitely going to give you that motivation every day when you wake up. What's really interesting about this is that you can also make a slide deck as well. Now I've got another video coming out about this real soon and how you can use this when it comes to being able to make a info product. So if you didn't want to use Gamma, you can use something like this for free because you're going to be able to download it straight away. We've also got the podcast generated as well. It's a 10-minute podcast. Going to be able to download this straight away or change the playback speed or share it, which is very helpful. But if we just go straight to the mini course that it was able to make, it came back with a 6-minute mini course breaking down how I'm going to market this info product. A lot of people end up getting stuck with marketing, but with this, you're going to be able to get a clear blueprint on what you need to do. So what I'm going to do right now is just play a short snippet of it just so that you know what type of video you're going to be able to make.
Okay, so you've done it. You've poured hours, maybe even days, into creating this incredible Canva tutorial. It's polished, it's valuable, it's ready to go. But then comes that huge question, the one that stops so many creators in their tracks. How do you actually get people to click that buy button and make your very first sale?
And that is exactly what we're solving today. We're going to start with the AI Business Blueprint, then we'll cover building the course itself, positioning your brand, diving deep into a paid ads playbook for Meta, and finally, we'll wrap up with a launch checklist to bring it all together.
So yeah, guys, I'm sure that you're blown away by what it was able to make and what you're now able to do when it comes to learning any topic. So for the most part, those are some of the key ways that NotebookLM is going to be able to help you. There's some other ways, for example, analytics. I'm not able to show you that today because I didn't put enough sources, but this is something else I wanted to show you. You can change the settings over here as well. Everything else is pretty straightforward, but with the things that I showed you today, you're going to be able to understand the key things that's going to take you from a beginner to an expert when it comes to using Google's NotebookLM. But I did want to show you one last important thing that you guys need to know when it comes to being able to maximize what you can get out of NotebookLM, which is the fact that Google has now created an integration between Gemini to your notebooks, which means that you're going to be able to take things one step further. And to show you what I'm talking about, if I just click on this plus icon, as you can see, you're going to be able to add files. And if you wanted to add a regular file, Google Drive file, photos, or import code into Gemini, you can do that. But what you can now do is also use one of the notebooks that you created. So if you just select this, what it should do is come back with all of the different notes that you've got in your notebook. But the one that we're working with is going to be the most recent one. So I'm just going to select it like this. I'm also going to click on Tools and click on Canvas. And with this, you're now going to be able to build interactive things when it comes to websites, when it comes to landing pages, or when it comes to general interactive dashboards. And if I just enter a prompt, because it's going to make things a little bit more understandable, what I'm telling Gemini to do right here is to create a full meta ad calendar strategy plan when it comes to giving me a step-by-step blueprint on what I need to do on a specific day. So Gemini is going to create out a calendar for a specific month, and it's going to tell me exactly what I need to do when it comes to being able to launch this Canva info product using meta ads and all the fine details that I need to be aware of. So yes, NotebookLM is great. It's going to be able to do something similar, but this is going to make things a little bit more interactive. And if you're able to use NotebookLM in conjunction with other AI tools similar to Gemini, you're just going to be able to get more out of your usage. So I'm just going to click on submit, and I'm just going to show you what it's going to do. Initially, it's going to code everything out right before your very eyes. So this shouldn't take long, maybe a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes. So I'm just going to wait for it to be done. And as soon as it has, I'm going to show you the results. Okay, there we go. So this is the calendar that it was able to come back with and everything that needs to be done on a specific day. I'm just going to click on share and make it full screen. You're also going to be given a shareable link if you want to give it to someone else. So I'm just going to click on share so we can take a better look. Okay, so that's much better. So this is a $5 per day meta ad strategy. So on the first day, if I click into it, it's going to tell me what I need to do. Sign up to a Meta Business Suite, connect my ad account, link my Instagram account, etc., etc. From there, if I go over to this day, this is where I'm going to launch my first campaign. It already knows exactly what this info product is about. It's telling me exactly how to target in terms of the demographic, what I need to do, uploading my different variants. If we go over to this day, which is the final day, once I've done everything when it comes to optimizing it, watching it, I'm now going to be able to increase the daily budget as well as set up a new retargeting ad campaign. And all of this might be a little bit overwhelming, but the main message that I'm trying to get across to you is that if you're able to pair NotebookLM with all of these other AI tools, there's nothing really stopping you when it comes to being able to start and launch a digital product or just learning anything when it comes to the project that you're trying to learn. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, you've learned anything, you got any sort of value from it, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. And don't forget to go to the description box, because you're going to find all the resources when it comes to knowing how to build your first info product step by step, as well as how you can build the best prompts possible for NotebookLM and some other AI tools. And if you wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago where I break down some other Google AI tools that you can start using for free that you probably wasn't aware of, you're going to be able to watch that video by clicking the link right there. Check that out straight after this, because that video has already helped out countless people, and I'm sure if you're able to watch it from the very start all the way to the very end, it's also going to help you out as well. But as always, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.